I think I'll put this foot up under my leg right now, or you can have somebody else hold it for you if you have to. But the wrap's going to go on much better if it's up here off the ground, I think. It's too hard to get under the heel otherwise. So I have this one called an ABD pad. It's absorbent, sterile dressing, relatively non-stick. I'm going to lay that whole thing right over that wound and then use the sterile conform gauze. I have to have 2 of these to go around. When I do this, I have to go under the heels like this. Otherwise, it'll just slide into the pastern and bunch up right up into that wound and cause trouble. And it won't stay where we want it to. So I'll go up to just below the fetlock here, and then I'll come under those heels there. If you have all these bandages kind of laid out where they're real handy for you, then you can get a hold of each one when you need it. Or somebody, if you have enough people, somebody can hand it to you. Now I definitely don't want her to get her foot down at this stage because I don't want all that contamination to come up here. You know, that was pretty clean surface, but we can put a towel under there too to help out, help it even be cleaner. Especially if you need to rest and have that foot down for a longer time. Okay, do I open that? I'm going to open Coflex or vet wrap type wrap. Okay. So I can take that out of there and stay pretty clean. Now, I'm not taking a lot of pressure on this. I am taking some of the stretch out. Just about 25% maybe of the stretch I'll take. Yeah. And I do have a little padding underneath of it, but still, I just want to do that.
Stay on. Exactly what you're saying.
And this part here isn't the part that's going to do the whole foot. This is just going to cover the wound in the pastern. Okay. Now, I have these 4x4 gauze with betadine solution soaked in them. And those are a real good idea to put a little bit of those in that bottom of the foot still. And then at this point I'm going to go ahead and use a disposable diaper. Okay, and then I have the big 6-inch brown gauze that I can put over that to hold it on. Now I've got quite a bit of padding now. I've got that padding under there and I've got that diaper. And when I put this gauze on, I'll actually put a little bit more pressure, trying to hold it all together, but it still doesn't have to be like a real tight bandage. We're not...
You go from loose to tighter?
Yeah, exactly. I like to go around the bottom foot edge of the foot like that to give it a lot of layers that help it not cut through the bottom of the bandage when she walks. Now once I get to this point, I'm way on the outside layers of this bandage past that diaper. And this part, we don't have so much chance of any contamination going in. So then I might go ahead and take the gloves off and finish the wrap. So there I go, fairly loose up at the top, and then just lots of layers covering the bottom of the foot.
You're doing okay.
Oh girl, oh girl, oh girl. Now you need the tough tape, like the Gorilla Tape. You might want to pre-cut the strips and set them on the edge of a box or something, or even put them together as a big pre-made square with the sticky side up. Some people will do. So these I want to come all the way up each side of the foot. You know, a good 2 to 3 inches maybe.
Okay.
So I have a lot of coverage with this kind of a wound. And I want at least about 7 layers across the toe here, so she doesn't step right through that and let dirt or moisture get in there. Oh, girl. Ah, come on.
Trying to wake up a little bit.
Hey, girl.
Okay.
Okay, now that I have the bottom done, I'll use a thinner tape to go around the outside surfaces. This will make the bandage the rest of the way pretty waterproof if I get it on here good. Okay, so that part I want to just bind it into the black tape all around the bottom and get a nice seal, and then I can set the foot down. Once I set it down, then I can make it waterproof up the sides. Oh girl. If I do strips, I won't get this too tight and cut off her blood supply.
About halfway around.
Yeah, right. Each one not more than about halfway around. And then the elastic con is the elastic tape that will keep stuff from getting in at the top. So this is, her hair needs to be dry and the bandage needs to be dry, and then they'll stick on there real good. And then rub it down to get it to stick. And there we go.
Does she look okay?